welcome everyone to the Ask Max Your Energetic questions. And I wanted to put this event together so it will give you a chance to ask me your energetic questions, because I know there are many of you have questions, and a lot of you aren't on my membership group or working with me one-on-one, and I know you have questions, so I wanted to be able to really support you. Now, first, I want to let you know just like who I am and what we're going to be doing in this event. Now, in this event, even if you don't ask any questions, you're part of the energetic change field. And this is a field I create with me and with you, and it's basically creating this energetic change field that gives you the capacity to change and shift energies, emotions, upsets, things that you might not even be consciously aware of. You can change and shift just by being in this space. Now, this modality works. I've designed it so it only changes what you specifically want to change, whether that's consciously or subconsciously. So if there's something that you don't really want to change, it's not going to change. And this is the part that is so amazing about this work, is we can create huge changes really quickly. You might be able to release and change things more quickly or even instantly that you haven't been able to before. Now, in this space, you get to choose how much, how little, or exactly the amount that you want to change. Now, this is the part that's super fun about this work is I guess I probably better tell you a little bit about me. So I've been doing energetic change, energetic release work for about 10 years. And before then, I felt really down on myself. I felt like I was too sensitive, too impacted by all the energies around me. It seemed like everything was harder for me to do than it was for everybody else. Whoa, and I can feel that you can feel that you might have a similar feeling around that. And the part was is I did so much self-growth work, trying to figure out what was wrong or broken in me so I could fix it. And the part was I was never able to find it. And why is that? Well, because there is nothing broken in me and there's nothing broken in you. There's nothing in you that needs to be fixed. But the thing is we all can be better. We all can step into more of the person that we would choose to be. And that's what we're doing in this work. Clearing out blocks and limits and stuck energies and emotions so you can become more of the person that you would like to be. And we do this basically in 3 areas. And how I accomplish this is by one, giving you knowledge and awareness of what's actually going on in the world, what's actually behind the thoughts, beliefs that we have, because so much of what you've been told through school, social media, the internet is designed to be disempowering, to make it seem like you can't create a difference in your life or a difference in the lives of people around you, but you can. You are so much stronger and so much more amazing than you might think. So the first thing I do is in all this work is helping you with more knowledge and awareness, because once you see what's going on, that starts to change and shift it. Now, the second thing that we do is do energetic tools, because a lot of times without doing energetic tools, we're not able to change and shift those blocks and limits that we've been really wanting to change and shift. And this is something I struggled with for so long, trying to change like the critical thoughts in my head by just thinking positive affirmations or reminding myself I was good enough. And it didn't change. Not until I started to know what those thoughts were and then use energetic tools to kick them out. So that's the second thing that we do in this work. And the third one is just having you step into more of your authentic strength, confidence, and magic. And without knowing the first 2, it's really hard to be more confident and to really access those strengths and capacities that you have inside of you. But you totally have them. And through this work, we're going to be releasing the things so that you can actually be the person that you choose to be. So awesome. And I'm going to share with you at the very end about some different ways you can work with me if you want to go further. But let's just start with what kind of questions you have so we can start creating some huge positive contributive change. So does anyone have a question right now that they want to start off with? I also have a list of questions that people sent in so I can work on those too. Okay, so let's see what the first question is. So the first question was around friendship. Oof, yikes. So everything that friends brings up, oof, wow, yikes, let go, release, and or allow all those energies to be removed from your reality now. Ooh, yikes. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, and a lot of times we don't necessarily have the friendships that we would like to have. And as energetically aware people, we perceive so much energies and emotions around other people, and this can make forming friendships more difficult. Or when people that we are friends with say something, but we know it's not true, ooh, yikes. We can respond in ways that they might be surprised that we actually know things about them or we know something they're saying isn't true. Now, one of the biggest things about friendship is that we've been told that you're supposed to have like a best friend. You're supposed to be able to tell them anything and they're always going to support you. And while we would like that, I certainly would like that myself, a lot of times people just can't meet you at the level that you are because you're such an energetically aware person. You're on a spiritual growth path. You're willing to look at things that other people aren't willing to look at. Wow. Do you feel the energy on that? That you're willing to look at things that other people aren't willing to look at. And a lot of the times, the self growth that you're doing, you're looking at some pretty dark areas in your past or things that are really uncomfortable. And there are many people that can't look there. It's just too hard for them. And when you're trying to have a really strong relationship, being close to somebody, what can happen is you want that really close connection. And if you feel like you don't have that, that you can't talk about those things, you can feel the isolation and separation. And I get that. But what if the friendships you do have can be really close, really fulfilling, even if they don't go into those areas? So, for example, I have a couple good friends that are in a completely different political bent than me. Ooh, yikes. And so, if we focused in on that difference, we would not be friends. But I tend to focus in on things with them that we have in common and focus in on the common parts. And then I can feel a close friendship with them without going into the parts like, ooh, I'm not like them. And so that's one of those ones is that you can, in any of the relationships you have, focus in on the parts that do work for you. And the thing is like some relationships aren't going to be the ones that you like. So for example, I have a friend, and when we're together, she tends to talk only about herself the whole time. Woo, yikes. So we've all had friends like that. And then the part around that is, so how do I deal with that? Well, I didn't cut her out of my life, but I limit the time I spend with her so that I can focus in on the enjoyable parts of spending time with somebody, even if they go into a whole bunch of stories about themselves. So it's really more about what works for me. What works for me is to spending less time around that rather than more. Awesome. Oh, and then another thing is that it can be harder for adults to form friendships. Ooh, yikes. Do you feel the energy on that? Yeah. Woo. And part of that is because there's certain things we know we no longer like. We know we don't like certain things. And that can make us exclude people much more quickly before getting to know them. I watched a podcast or listened to a podcast episode where they talked about one of the challenges with having so much social media, so many movies or videos that are at our fingertips. If we don't like something, we can easily find something we do. And this makes it harder for us potentially to form friendships because we meet people and we go, "Ooh, I don't like that," and then we can instantly think we need to go somewhere else. Woo. So all the people that you met that you decided you didn't want to be friends with, that might be a contribution to you to be friends with. Whew, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ugh, yeah, and all the resistance around that, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, once again, this isn't saying that you should be friends with those people. It's more just removing preconceived notions so you can energetically tap in to how it feels. This is another great tool for energetically aware people, is that for anything that you're asking a question about, is to energetically feel into the question. If you choose this, so if you chose to pursue a friendship with this person, is it a contribution to you? Ugh. Is it not a contribution to you, or is it something else? So that's one of the tricks around asking for information, asking for expansiveness or contractiveness. Expansiveness usually means a yes, or it's going to be a contribution to you. Contractiveness usually means it's not a contribution, or there'll be a lot of challenges there. And the reason we put in a third thing or something else is when you have a yes and or no question, there can be some polarity there. It's like, oh, it's either yes or it's either no. That's why we put the third question in there, because it makes it more like, oh, it's yes, it's no, or it's something else. Awesome. Cool. Does anybody else have a question coming up that they would like to ask? You can either just put it in the comments, or if you want to come off mute, just let me know, like raise your hand or something like that.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
So I was wondering what you would consider the best clearing statement. If you could use like one, what would it be on a daily
Oh,
basis?
okay. So everything that the basic one that I use that works for basically everything is everything that's up around this. So like if you stub your toe, you could go, oh, everything that this brings up, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And the longer version, which it really is everything that the emotions are coming up, all the energies that are coming up around this, everything you decided it means, all those things, we're just releasing it. And so that's usually my very first clearing for anything is everything this brings up. Release, let go, woo, or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Out, 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 out. And then the whole part around all the energetic work that we do is it can be as simple as that. That's the first thing to do, and that should change and start lightening up anything. And then for things that are bigger and larger, then we just do more levels of energetic clearing, maybe getting more and more specific. How does that feel?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Whoa. Okay. So, whoa, we have a comment about all of a sudden having very high blood sugar readings. Ugh, yikes. Everything that is. Woo. Release, 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 release. Let go, let go, let go. Banish, vanquish. Woo. Banish, vanquish. Banish, vanquish. Wow. And then once again, is like anything that seems like a big deal, often will have a lot of energy around it. And then what we want to do is change and shift, remove as much of those excess energies. And this is what we're doing is, so anything that we're changing and shifting, it's not like we're instantly going to change something that's a really big deal to nothing. We're removing excess energies. And one of the parts around any of the energies that we're feeling, or emotions we're feeling around anything, is that tunes you in to other people that are having similar challenges or feeling similar emotions. So, for example, about a high blood sugar reading, whoa, yikes, that also is having you tap into other people that are having high blood sugar readings and all their health challenges. Whoa. So everywhere that you're tapping into all those other people having those high blood sugar readings, do you choose to disconnect, let go, and remove those extra emotions, extra connections from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Cut, 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 cut. Ah, whoa. Yeah. And then one of the other parts is anything that is in your life is going to have extra significance around it. And anything that's significant has a harder time for us to energetically change and shift it. So all the significance, everything you've decided having high blood sugar means, that having high blood sugar actually doesn't mean. Everything that you've decided having high blood sugar doesn't mean. That having high blood sugar actually does mean. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Whoa. And then we can start asking questions. So, whoa, whoa. What is everything that's creating this high blood sugar reading? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everything that is, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And then back to the whole part around energetics and health. I talked about this in my membership group and in some of my courses, is that I see that body health challenges have somewhere between 10% to 95 plus percent energetic components. And so the part is body health conditions are not, they're never 100% energetic. And often there's a part that's energetic and a part that is a body or chemical or something physical that like Western medicine would find. And so what we want to do is remove the external energies that are messing with it. And then we get to a place where you can start to see more about what's authentically going on. Huh. And that's one of the things that energetically where people, we often judge ourselves for thinking that, oh, if we only just thought positive thoughts or our energy was pure, we would never get sick. Ooh, yikes. Yep, so everywhere you bought from other modalities, that if you kept your thoughts pure, if you only thought positive thoughts, if you didn't worry about any medical or health condition, it wouldn't happen. You'd stay 100% healthy all the time. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Oh, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Let go, let go, let go. Whoa. And then let's see. So, what does your body know? Ooh, oh, yikes. Yeah. So everywhere your body feels disconnected from your being. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Everything that's disconnecting your body from your being. Do you choose to remove and destroy all that? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So this is another thing about bodies. Is your body wants to support you. Your body wants to love and care for you. Your body wants to be healthy. But there are other energies and other forces that kind of can sometimes mess with that connection. Woo. Whoa. And when that connection is messed with, it's harder to get energetic reads from your body when you're asking your body for, what are some contributive things that you could do to reduce those blood sugar readings. Ugh, yikes. So everything that's messing with your body connection. Do you choose to release, let go, or kick all those out? Yeah, I choose that. Out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Whoa. So what does your body know that would be a contribution to change or shift this high blood pressure? Yeah. Everything that is vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Well, there's everything your body, once again, our bodies are separate energetic beings that have chosen to join with you, the energetic being. And so they can also have beliefs and positions around things. So what is everything your body has decided having high blood sugar means? That it doesn't mean. What is everything your body has decided having high blood sugar doesn't mean? That it actually does mean. Everything that is, do you choose to release and let all that go? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. What awareness, energy, and frequency can you and your body be to adjust your blood sugars to contributive levels? And this is one of those ones. So if you've decided a contributive level is 150, 120, or something like that, shifting it to a specific number often is a little too specific, and it might not be a contribution in this area. So what we want to do is shift it to what's a contributive level for your body. And then that feels so much easier, and it's a lot more possible. So what awareness, energy, and frequency can you and your body be to adjust your blood sugar levels to a contributive level? And then receive, receive, receive. And when you're receiving, you're both receiving knowledge and awareness, and also the energetic shifts to change and shift it. It's kind of like you're getting two things at once. And then for any more serious body health challenges, you probably need to re-ask those questions multiple times, and then potentially do a little bit more clearing to go deeper into some of the reasons behind it. Awesome. And then we have another question here about dreams and how to energetically clear manipulations from entities in the dream world. Whoa, yikes. Whoa, everything that brings up. Whoa, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Whoa. Yeah, this is another one where a lot of new age people promote your dream time is your clean spiritual place, and when you wake up in the morning, you're the least mess with that you're ever throughout the day. And I find that a lot of times it's the opposite, that we can be really messed with with our dreams. Our dreams can bring up emotions that aren't necessarily a contribution. Energetic forces can mess with us or influence things in our dreams. Whoa, yikes. So all the energetic forces that are influencing your dreams, ugh, to your disadvantage, whoa, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ooh, and there's a lot of resistance there. This is another thing that I find is a lot different than many other practitioners, is that almost always when there's resistance to changing something that would be a contribution to the change, there's external energetic resistance that's resisting that. It's not you, or it's only a small portion that's you. Because the energies that are messing with your dreams, influencing those, they don't want that to change. Woo, okay. And the part is you just acknowledging and recognizing that can then allow you to start changing, shifting, and clearing all that. Oh, yeah. So all the energies and energetic forces that are messing with your dreams, messing with you at night, do you choose to remove and destroy all those? Ah, yes, I choose that. Whoosh, out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Whoa. Yeah, and another part around dreams is many modalities make them very significant, meaning that if you dream about something, that's something that you had to process, something that might come to fruition. Woo, yikes. And dreams sometimes can do that, but I find most often they're just dreams. They're just images, there's things like that. And when you make them significant, ugh, yikes. So everywhere you've been making your dreams significant when they weren't significant. And once again, when I say things like this, I'm not saying like none of your dreams are significant. I'm having you look at ones you thought were significant that actually weren't significant. Oh, do you feel your body's kind of relaxed on that? Yeah. So what are all the dreams you decided were significant that actually are not significant? Ugh. Whoa. And all of those, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Ah. Yeah, and then that's also one of the parts that I do in one of the energetic audios I created was all about clearing the things that mess with you at night. Whoa, yikes! Yeah. So, what are all the things that were installed, modified, manipulated in your world or in reality or in your body? Whoa, in the last night, or while you slept? And everything that is, you choose to remove and destroy all that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And this is another one where just because something can mess with you, it can feel like they can always do that. That's not true. It's more just to be aware that often things just happen. I look at energetic forces as much like dirt or rain when you're outside. It potentially can get on you, but it doesn't have to be a big deal. It's more like, oh, yeah, I'm wet. I need to like wipe that off and put on a clean shirt. And that's what we want to look at, like any kind of energies that we're interacting with. This can be the same thing if you're walking in a crowd and you pick up funky energies. It's just like, okay, no big deal. Wipe it off, run a couple clearings, and then you're good to go. Yeah. So everywhere it feels like you're always at the impact of other energies, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, because the thing is you're actually one of the strongest energetic forces wherever you are. Whoa, do you feel the energy on that? Yeah. And what does that really mean? Well, it just really means that you have a lot more control, a lot more influence on what happens or how you feel and what goes on around you. Now, this doesn't mean if you're having a tough day, it doesn't mean that you're weak or anything like that. It just means you're having a tough day. But just knowing that you're stronger than you think you are, that you have more influence on the energetic world around you, makes interacting in all these places so much easier. Awesome. Okay, anyone else have a question coming up? Okay, so another question that came up was interacting with spirit guides. Woo, yikes! Everything that brings up. Woo, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and in any of the work that I do, I'm more around calling on your infinite being, calling around things that you know or the infinite version of you knows to grab that information, not somebody else. Now, does that mean that you can't do that? You can't call on spirit guides? No, not at all. And I do work with clients that do interact with spirit guides, angels, all those other things. But what I do recommend is anytime you're calling on something else that's not you, not your infinite being, is to ask more questions around it and not to 100% believe or go along with what they say. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean they're going to give you bad information? No. What it often means is that any energetic being, any being, period, has an agenda. They have something and they have certain beliefs around things. And those can influence what they think is best for you. Woo. And this is the part that not many people that promote talking with guides talk about. They say, oh, your guide has your best interests at heart and would only say things that are a contribution to you. Woo, yikes. Let all that go, let all that go, let all that go. Well, guides have their own agenda. They have their own beliefs. They have their own beliefs about what they think is best for your life and what someone else thinks is best for your life. Ooh, it might be, but it might not. You can think about a parent who really wants the best for their child, but that parent wants their child to maybe be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. And that might not be what the child wants, even if the parent thinks that's in the child's best interest to do that. Whoa, yikes. Vaporize like fire. Similar sort of thing about a spirit guide or an angel is they have their own beliefs about what they think is going to be best for you. And it could be, but it might not be. Or they might have some different ideas. They might think, like, oh, it's most important for you to totally learn this lesson and learn this lesson so well that you'll never make that quote unquote mistake again. And they can believe that, oh, it's okay for you to really suffer as long as you learn this lesson. Woo, yikes. And you might go, I don't really need to learn that lesson 100% if it's going to cause me that much pain. Whoa, yikes. Whoa. So all the information that you downloaded or were given from spirit guides, that their agenda was different than your agenda. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Whew, wowza. Ugh. Release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go. Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. So this is the thing. If you're downloading information from anyone else than your infinite being, you want to just ask, is this a contribution to you? And what agenda is behind that information? Yeah, cool. Let's see. Other questions coming up for people?
Hey Max.
Hi.
So I have a question about so I know that you were saying to like when you were clearing the high blood pressure that
Uh-huh.
when we are picking up on it that we then are picking up on other people's
Right.
like at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So my daughter, she's been getting like very angry, like
Mm-hmm.
but like quick little outbursts.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been wondering like what it could be, but then I'm also like also at the same time not attempting to make it significant so that way it's not like
Right.
adding additional energies messing with her.
Mm-hmm.
So but I'm wondering how can I help her do that without
Mm-hmm.
making it so significant?
Yeah. So the first part is everything that brings up, everything you've
Yeah.
decided your daughter's outburst mean, whew, that your daughter's outbursts actually don't mean, whew, and everything you decided your daughter's outbursts don't mean, whew, that your daughter's outbursts actually do mean. Whew. Do you choose to release and let all that go?
Yes, I choose that.
Woo, yeah, choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. And then the whole part about is this like to ask is whose anger is she picking up?
What's anger?
I don't really get much anything. So all the unknowable, unspeakable, untouchable, undetectable, whew, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, disinformation, whew, energy fog cloaking, and all manipulation around you, all manipulation around your body, and all manipulation around this topic. Whew, do you choose to release and let all that go?
Yes, I choose that.
Ah, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So, who or what's anger is your daughter sensing, picking up, channeling? Not getting really much of a read on any of those. Were you getting a read on any
Mm.
of that?
I was picking up like maybe the movies, like a movie she
Whoa.
watched.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking at that. Whoa. Yeah. So all the anger that she's picking up. Whoa. Whoa. Yikes. From social media videos. Whoa. Yeah. Ugh. Whoa. Release. 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 Vaporize. Liquefy. Vaporize. Liquefy. And that was also just an example of how, like, when we have preconceived notions or we're looking at things specifically, sometimes we won't get an energetic read because there wasn't anything there. And so what we do is we clear energy fog. That was what's all the unknowable, unspeakable. Look at it and ask again, and then potentially even remove any beliefs we have around that. What was the other
Yeah.
one I was gonna look at? Whoa,
I-
yikes! Whoa.
Sometimes like I'll send my mom a photo of her
Uh-huh.
and then she like starts picking that up like
Uh-huh.
maybe like what my mom is picking up on her but energetically sending it, then she'll kind of start outbursting from that, so
Yeah.
I perceive it might be coming from that.
Well, one of the parts is that anytime somebody else is thinking about you,
Okay.
you often can feel that you're thinking about them. Well,
Mm-hmm.
and so when your mother sees the photo of your daughter, she's thinking about your daughter, which creates this kind of like energetic connection. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and then your daughter, and when we have an energetic connection, it's much easier to sense what's going on to your advantage or to your disadvantage. Whoa, yeah. So all the energetic connections your mother has with your daughter that are not a contribution, whoa, to you or your daughter. Whoa, she used to sever and cut those cords and connections to you and your
Yes, I
body's
did
advantage.
that.
Yeah. Oh, cut,
Yes, I
cut, cut,
did
cut,
that.
cut, 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 cut. Oh. And that's another thing to look at is severing cords and connections doesn't sever the contributive love or connections in that way. We're just shifting them to be a more contributive way. So you have a connection to somebody, but not corded to that person.
Okay. Well, it feels completely lighter, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else have a question that they want to ask? Okay, while people are thinking, the other one I wanted to just talk about was the being summer in the Western Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere. Whoa, yikes. There's a lot of heat. There's heat waves. Whoa, ah, whoa. So all the heat waves, natural disasters, hurricanes, whoa, ah, everything you're picking up around that. Boom, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Who and everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. So this is another thing that kind and caring and energetically aware people perceive and often feel bad about. Feeling that if people are suffering in the world, that not thinking about their suffering, not feeling their suffering is actually disrespectful. Ugh. Ugh. Yikes. And one of the challenges with that is you're just a super kind, caring person. And of course, you're going to care about those other people that are suffering. But directly feeling their pain, if it's longer than just for a really short time, it prevents you from creating more of the contributive change you would like in the world. Because basically, when you're feeling bad, you're compressed, you don't feel like you have that energy to put out to help change the world. And that's what all of you have the capacity to do. And it's interesting is like we you can't change the world as much as you would like because you'd really like to completely change it, but you can actually shift it more than you believe you can. Because when you look at how much you believe you really can change the world, you're going, I can't really do much. You can actually do much more than you think you can. And doing that creates it better for everyone. And so one of the parts that's really helpful for anyone who is suffering when you learn about that or hear it, rather than go into how awful it is to energetically send them love, support, nurturing. And that can actually help shift things. Once again, not as much as you would like, but more than you think you can do. And that little bit, sending someone love, nurturing, and support that was just about ready to explode and yell at their spouse because they're having such a hard time, you sending them that little bit of love, nurturing, support can reduce that and make their lives and the people they're interacting with so much better. Whoa. So now let's just do that. Let's just energetically send love, support, and nurturing to people who really need it. And just send, send, send. Oh. Awesome. Yeah, and the part I want to talk about with the heat is that when things are really hot, even if you're in air conditioning, even if you're in a comfortable environment, you can be perceiving all the energies out there of animals, plants, people who are struggling in the heat. I'm not going to say suffering, but they're struggling. It's harder for them. And those energies can wear you out. They can pull on you. And this is one of the reasons why, even if you're in air conditioning, you might feel extra tired, worn out, not wanting to do much. Whoa. Yeah. So everywhere you blamed yourself for being lazy, not good enough, not motivated enough, when it was that you were perceiving these energies from all around you, did you choose to release and let all that go? Oh, yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go. Release, release, release. And we have another comment about being a procrastinator. So, woof, yikes. So everywhere you've decided that you're a procrastinator, woof, everywhere you decided it was your fault that you're not motivated enough, woof, you choose to release and let go of all those judgments. Yeah, and then once again, there's resistance there because you go, well, it is me, I'm having that. But what we want to do is remove the part that's not you. So all the places you thought it was you procrastinating when it actually wasn't you procrastinating, or you were being pushed or influenced by other energies that were pushing you to procrastinate or not do this project. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Ooh, vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, and one thing I found about procrastination is sometimes that's the symptom of being energetically attacked. Whoa, yeah, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, I discovered this when I was like totally not motivated for 2 weeks. I couldn't really feel like doing anything. I wasn't really, it was just like, all I could do was watch TV. And then one day I got up and I was walking to the kitchen and go, oh, is this procrastination mine? Am I responding to something? And I got that it was an energetic attack. It was just it was a different kind of one. So if you have my my MP3, This Changes Now, that works really well to remove and reduce energetic interference, the things that can prevent you from doing those tasks that you want to. Ooh, vaporize, liquefy. Now, once we clear those out, it still doesn't mean it's like going to be necessarily easy for us to do these projects we don't want to do. But it's to look at those, and then it makes it easier to actually accomplish that. Because if you really feel like you can't do anything, you feel like you're procrastinating all the time. Ooh, yikes! Wowza! Whoa! So all the places it feels like you're procrastinating all the time, that you can't accomplish what you would like to accomplish. You choose just to remove and destroy everything that's messing with you around that. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. I talk about this in the Create and Live a Life You Love course, but one of the tools around all that is there's two tools really. One is when you're having a hard time doing anything, is to choose to do the smallest thing possible that moves you forward. So if you have a big project, is what's one small thing you can do towards that project? And that takes the pressure off because it's like, oh, you have to do all these things. No, you just have to do the smallest thing possible. And then once you do that smallest thing and you accomplish it, then you get a little bit more confidence and you can do one more thing. and you keep going along that path until you're able to accomplish what you would like to accomplish. And would it be nice if you could completely do these things? Yes, but a lot of the things that we're supposed to do or we have to do actually have there. We don't really want to do them in the first place. Like if you're really excited about doing something, you're going to do it. Period. But many of the things we have to do in our lives, we're not excited about. So we don't really want to do them in the first place. So we have to kind of push through that. And the way to push through that is by doing the smallest thing possible. Awesome. Yeah. Anything else coming up for people? Any other questions around that? Whoa, okay. Somebody who's not on this call just messaged me and said that she was dealing with injury of her elderly mother. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. So everything, other people's injuries, other people's family member, or your family members having injuries, or friends having injuries, ugh, death or dying. Oh, wow. Wow, all of that. Whew. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Whew, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And then once again, I can feel this resistance that, oh, yeah, but it is a big deal around all these things. And yes, it is. And removing some of the emotions you're feeling, which you think are kindness and caring. Because one of the things that happened is when we were young and we like took some other kid's toy or we did something that hurt someone's feelings, our parents said, how would you feel if that happened to you? And because you're such a kind, caring, and energetically aware person, you actually jumped into their world, felt their pain, woo, and then made yourself really wrong for it. And this is something that we've been told that in order to be kind and caring, you have to feel someone else's pain. And the part is for someone who isn't energetically aware, that would be helpful. But you're so energetically aware and you 100% feel their pain. Ugh, yikes. It's really hard for you to then create or help them through their challenge. Because, and you probably noticed that, like if you're really feeling pain, if you're really having the worst day ever, you really don't know what to do. It's really hard for you to do that. And when you feel the other people's pain that intensely, it's hard for you to give them the options to help change and shift it so it works. Yeah. So all the people's pain, discomfort, upset that you've been feeling more than it's a contribution for you to be feeling, or more even than it's a contribution for them for you to be feeling that much. Because if you're feeling less, you're able to give them more support. You're able to help them through their challenge more easily. Oh, yeah. So everything that, all the people that you're aware of, that you care about, all the challenges they're going through, everywhere that you're feeling more of their pain, more of their discomfort, then it's a contribution for you or a contribution for them. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And this is one too that when I first started looking at this, I started to think like, oh, maybe I'm no longer kind and caring. But it was really, I was just as kind and caring, but I just wasn't feeling everyone's discomfort to the level I was before. And one of the tricks around that is what often happens is when we're around somebody who is going through a really uncomfortable situation, we feel that uncomfortable. It's just one of those natural things we perceive. And then it's to let that go. So you feel it and then go, okay, I realize how much, just think to yourself, I realize how much you're suffering. I no longer have to feel that to know that. And then you can move on. Awesome. What else is people having questions about? What would you like to know about? Okay, well, I'm glad we had those questions and you were able to ask them. And then one of the parts is if you're not already working with me, I just want to invite you to have a free 15-minute chat with me where we could talk about what's going on in your life, in your world, and what might be a next step. What is something that you could do working with me, or what is something you could do on your own to take that next step? And then, as I mentioned, that's just a way that we can talk together so we can really find that out. But there are many different ways to work with me. The best way, which I think creates the most change, is joining my Energetic Awareness, Your Energetic Powers membership group. That's a group where we meet once a week. And I found that meeting once a week and being in this energetic change field creates so much change. Even if we weren't talking about new topics, new awarenesses, just being together in this energetic change field clears out those the emotions and energies that kind of build up over the week and gets even more. Because being an energetically aware person in this world is really tough. It's hard. We're surrounded by all these constant barrage of energies that are designed for people who aren't as energetically aware as us. So we feel things so much stronger. Whoa, yeah. Do you get that? That you feel things so much more strongly than other people around you? Wow. Yeah, so everything you decided that means, that it actually doesn't mean, you choose to release and let all that go. Whoo, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and in that group, we talk about many different energetic topics, do a lot of clearing. And then the last two ones we've been doing around adjusting your energetic field so it's stronger and at the same time interacts in the way that's more of a contribution to you and this world around us. And if you join the Energetic Powers membership group, you get access to those last two classes. And then on Thursday, just in 2 days, we're going to be doing energetic work around cleansing chakras. Woo, yikes. Whoa, so everything chakras brings up. Whoa, do you choose to release and let all that go? Wowza, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and I just downloaded some really new and kind of scary information about how chakras have been used as energy harvesters. Woo, to reduce your authentic energy, strength, and capacities. Woo, so that's something we're going to be doing in the group on Thursday. And then the other way is like I have like I mentioned, this changes now. I have many energetic audios where I embed the energetic clearings, energetic awareness into these audios, so you can have support at anytime you need it. So like this changes now works to remove energetic attacks. It works to take down emotions and energies in the space. I often will play it quietly when I'm in a really busy or chaotic restaurant or crowd, to bring down those energies to make it so much easier for me to be in that space. And that also makes it easier for the people I'm around to also be more comfortable and easy in that space. So I'll send out a link. So, or actually, maybe I should put that in the chat, because I wanted you guys, since you were actually here with me live, I wanted you to be able to be first to do that. And if you had, so I'll put a link there where you can sign up for a free 15-minute session with me. And if there were any questions that were a little bit too personal that to be asked in this space, if you want to send, if you are live here and you want to send me an email, I'm happy to look at that to help you out. Awesome. Okay, so woo, yikes. So what's everything that this energetic event brought up for you? Ooh, and all of that, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? And everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Ah, yeah. And what's everything you wanted to ask, whoa, whoa, in this event that you didn't ask? Yikes. And all the judgment around that, release, 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 release. And if you did ask that question, what energetic shifts, what energetic awareness, what energetic change would you have? Ooh, and what if you could have that right here, right now? Ooh, you actually can. So all the change that you would like to receive from asking your energetic questions, do you choose to receive that now to you and your body's authentic advantage? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. So awesome. So you have the link so you can sign up for a free 15-minute look at what we could do together, or what step you can take to create more of the life you would like, you have that link. You can click on that. And awesome. So thank you for joining me today for this energetic question, change, and shifting session. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.